Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone with I need a chiro. I can't stress enough. I feel like the next great idea for Hy-Vee stores across the country, obviously partnering with Mark Wahlberg and his family. Good idea, number one. Number two, chiropractors inside the store that can just walk around and give you a quick adjustment. That's how I feel right now after this catering that we did yesterday at Musco Sports Lighting here in Muscatine in the Dome, the Musco Dome. Now, Chef Tess tried to prepare me. We served 505 people in less than 50 minutes. I have never seen so many people go through a double-lane, double-sided buffet. Incredible. I've also never poured as many drinks and tried to, keep it together. It was overwhelming, but it was great. Shout out to Musco. It was their employee recognition lunch, so it was nice to see them acknowledge employees that had been there 5, 10, 15, 20, and then over 20 years. And Musco is one of those companies in Muscatine, and I've probably said this before, where I know a lot of people that work there, and nobody ever complains because they're well taken care of, is what I'm trying to say. And that was a fast and furious throwdown at Musco yesterday. So, wow, I'm feeling it. And it's really just in my back from twisting and doing all these drinks. That's what I feel like. That's what I was doing right here. Apparently, they must be bored at Hy-Vee Main Street because both Matt Schweitzer and Cody Austin are watching right now. So, hello, Main Street peeps. Or they're eavesdropping on us. They're spying on us. So, again, the next great Hy-Vee idea. We've already got a dietitian, Kara Zigament. She can show you some healthy options inside the store. What about a Hy-Vee chiropractor? I've had worse ideas. I feel like that's a good one. Or I could just call out people like Dr. Jeff Hansen, who is my chiro, and invite him to stop by the store and give me a drive-by adjustment. Just like that. I would do it to myself, but I'm not a chiropractor. But I'll take a look. All right, we've got a lot to get to today, and we're gonna make it all happen, y'all. Including, I'm excited at the end of the show, we're gonna show you some upcoming high school football games in the area. So we've got a pretty cool calendar put together that's gonna be it's gonna look good. Stand by for a loud cart in the background. There you go. Right on cue. Sometimes it's like Groundhog's Day in here. All right, our first guest is back on the show, is back with a vengeance. Officer Whitney Pena with the Muscatine Police Department. Good to see you.
Welcome.
What people don't know is that your baby, Quinn, is off camera.
Yeah.
We have our first guest that is BYOB, brought their own baby.
Maternity leave. I can't leave her at home.
You're almost done. So the fact that you're on maternity leave and you're here, I appreciate very much.
Stuff still has to get done.
Right. It sure does. And what's even more impressive, and I don't want to show Quinn because she's a baby and it's your kid and it would be weird, but Betsy, our very own Betsy, is helping out right now, and it's great.
I asked a friend here and he said no, so.
Yeah, you asked Mike Snook. Let's just call him out.
Call him out.
He's never going to be on this show. Probably never going to watch it. But I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so almost back to work for you.
Correct.
Which means you'll be going back to school.
Middle school, yep.
Right?
West and Central.
Yeah, are you ready for that? Have you?
I haven't prepared myself yet, but.
It's like you've
I'm
been
still
going
in
back
the know,
to school.
but
right. I was
right.
gonna say you've been going back to school for how many years now? And
forever.
Have baby Quinn get a little bit of a break, and then you'll be going back soon.
Yeah.
All right, so Battle of the Badges. This was an event that happened last year for the first time.
Yep, this is our second year.
Okay, so this is a softball game between, and there it is on the screen, police department versus the fire department. And
correct.
I was so impressed when my family and I showed up last year. It was absolutely packed.
Yeah, we had a great turnout.
It was unbelievable the amount of people that came out to support that.
Yeah, it was awesome. I hope we get that and more this year because we're going to have more. We have more bounce houses, more food trucks, more games. I just signed the Wes the balloon guy.
Nice.
So
Good.
it's just going to be a good time.
So this is one of those deals where people can show up. It's if we pull the graphic back up, it's Sunday, September 30th.
Correct.
And police and firefighters getting together for a good cause. So last year, if I'm not mistaken, supported Special Olympics.
Correct, yep.
This year, Humane Society.
Yeah.
So we know that the Humane Society has a lot of cats and dogs that could use a home.
Right.
They all also can use supplies for the animals that they have at the shelter. So this is great. Was it a tough decision to pick who you were going to support? Obviously, there's a lot of good causes.
Yeah, we usually narrow it down to 3, and then we ask all the officers. Just everybody gets a vote.
Sure.
So last year, like you said, they voted for the Special Olympics. This year, we did the Humane Society. And we've contacted the Humane Society, and they're going to actually have a table down there,
Good.
have some of their brochures. I think they're going to be giving some stuff away, too. So.
Well, Chris McGinnis is great, and they do a lot of good work at the Humane
Yeah.
Society. Do you remember who won last year?
Do I have to give them a shout out?
No,
or?
I totally forgot. It was the fire department.
It wasn't us, yeah.
Ultimately, it's not about winning Battle of the Badges.
Well, I mean.
Or is it?
I mean, you
Is there
don't
s-
just play to play.
All right, so I was at the police station and the fire department on Tuesday, bringing food for September 11th. There's a local church that feeds everybody.
They said it was amazing.
Yeah, it all looked really good. I almost wanted to just sit down and be like, you guys mind if I...
They
I don't
wouldn't
know
have cared.
Yeah, well, it's just nice to go into the police station on your own free will.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's what I said. I'm like, it's so great walking in here with like no free bracelets on or just getting to hang out. So was there some, I don't want to say smack talking, but it was a competitive game. I mean, I was there last year for a while.
Everything between the fire and police is competitive.
Okay.
When when Buffalo Wild Wings, we did the wing eating contest,
Sure.
that was competitive. I mean, everything we do is competitive.
There is no...
So some of their heavy hitters have since moved on to different departments, so we
Okay.
feel like we got a chance this year.
I would like it to just end in a tie. Again, I don't know if that's possible.
They will be playing with no lights on before it ends in a tie.
Oh my goodness, this is intense, y'all. What was so great about it, though, when my family and I showed up last year, the amount of people, but the amount of activities.
Yeah.
So certainly there is a softball game going on, police versus fire. But, you know, at the time my kids were 5 and 2, and as much as they wanted to watch the game and they definitely like talking to police officers and firefighters, it's always nice when you can have different activities. And I know that you guys realize that that's important. So it's more of a community event for
Absolutely.
sure.
And we get money, because obviously we don't have a startup fund.
Sure.
So the fire union and then our Muscatine Police Officers Association donate money, which gets us kind of a startup cost.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
really great. I'm telling you, put it in your calendar and plan on being there. So
Yeah, it's
Sunday,
gonna be
September 30th. It's at Muster Park.
Right. Game starts at 4, but kids
Okay.
events will start at 3.
Wow. So it's really from 3 till, well, you don't
Yeah.
know how long the game's going to take. Again, it's not going to end in a tie, but you can see right there,
Yeah.
second annual Battle of the Badges. Bounce house, photo booth, face painting, bake sale, kids games. Yeah, this is awesome. Do you still need an ump?
I'd love for you to ump if you're
Yeah.
available.
I think I'm going to do it.
Oh,
That
great.
Sounds good. My wife and I were
Absolutely.
talking about I brought this up to my wife the other day, and then I couldn't remember if you asked me to ump.
I did, yes.
And then I was like, I think she did ask me to
You
ump.
said you had to clear it with the boss.
Right, which is my wife. So I have an ump softball. Do you I mean, it's a competitive game. And these are people that could potentially put out a fire and save my life. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So how
Might put you in a sticky situation.
Right. So you're going to, I mean, have you thought about getting a real ump is what I'm trying to
No.
say? No. Okay, great.
Nope.
Pressure is
You're
on.
it.
Fantastic. Sign me up.
Strike out,
Ball.
walk. Oh, well.
I don't want to get booed. I would like to get like a referee shirt.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Halloween's
mean?
coming up. I'm sure they're everywhere.
That's right. Maybe a wig. I'm trying to disguise myself so that people wouldn't know it's me. So
But
that if
I'm
they get
sure
frustrated
the guy
with
behind the plate's going to go, and Tony Toe.
Oh, that's right. There's an announcer.
Yeah, we have announcers.
All right. What about Ryan Broderson? Look at him. He looks like he's umped softball before. right?
He can
Those
be the ump in the
flowing
field
locks.
and help you.
He can be my field judge.
Yeah.
Do you need 2 umps or just 1?
We need to.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll put it out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ryan's a little shifty. He might know too many of the police
He looks like he
officers.
would be catered to the fire department.
He's a pyromaniac,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Ryan is a pyromaniac. I'm just kidding. I hope you know. Do you know what pyromaniac means? Okay, good. Just making sure. Sometimes you give me these looks like I don't know what you're talking about. So this is going to be a great time for
Yeah.
sure. Save the date again, Battle of the Badges. Obviously, it's good to have fun. Y'all are in the same place.
Yeah, it's
With the police and fire. I mean, you're after the same thing every day, which is
Right.
helping people when they need it. So having a little, and this is a great picture, by the way, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about, having fun
Yeah.
and just getting together.
I mean, it is competitive, but at the end, like you
Yeah.
said, we all work for the same team. So
Nobody's going to yell at the umpire
Right.
that
No,
day,
no.
especially if that umpire is volunteering their time. Maybe I'll use this as my get out of jail free card.
there you go. Right.
Nice. All right. No, you can't say that. I'll just do it out of the kindness of my heart. And again, look at it this way. It's fun for the family. It's free to attend.
Free to attend. The tickets last year, I think, were a quarter.
Right.
I mean, so
we
you're-
bought like $10 worth of tickets so that the kids could do
Yeah.
stuff. But if you just want to show up and watch a softball game
Yep.
and say hi,
Yep.
come down. But
Correct.
yeah, things in the bake sale, it's hard. You go to these things. You got to have cash because if you have little young people
Right.
with you, they're going to want to do everything.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's rare that there's a Sunday before it starts to get really cold,
Our goal is we want it to just be fun. We want it to be fun for the community and not break anybody's bank. I mean,
Yeah.
because
No.
we are still trying to raise money for the Humane Society. So
Well, and the turnout, like I said, the turnout last year
Yeah, it
was
was
impressive and a very good time. Okay, something that's coming up. So, Muscatine Police Department active Facebook page. Good way to stay in touch. That's where you can learn about Battle of the Badges. But then something else that's coming up, I believe it's October 3rd. Ryan, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Coffee with a Cop right there. Scroll up just a hair. Click on that, sir. So, Coffee with a Cop, Whitney, this is one of these opportunities, again, to get people in front of police officers in a laid-back setting.
Correct.
A lot of good questions will be asked.
Yeah,
and this has been going
questions.
on for a while, right?
Yep, we can talk about, speeders in your neighborhood, or maybe, you want to talk about other concerns. We're open, and you get a free cup of coffee.
Oh, the coffee's free?
I think so. Usually
Wow.
it's sitting on the table there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that Coffee with a Cop is at McDonald's.
Correct.
And again, it is a good opportunity to chat with the police officers.
Yeah.
So think about it. So Wednesday, October 3rd, 8 to 10 a.m. I'm unique because I grew up with a dad as a cop. I've been around cops my whole life. I have a good rapport with a lot of the police officers here in Muscatine, as I did when I was in the Quad Cities. So for me, chatting with a police officer is no big deal.
Right.
I don't feel threatened. I've had to call 911 a handful of times. I like that somebody answers when I call. It's never like, I'm trying to think of a time when I've called 911 and I haven't been like freaking out on the inside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if it's not something that's happening to me, there's been times when I've called 911 and just been like, and then I think like, all of this is recorded. I got to keep it together. Right?
That happens to all of us. That happens to me too.
Ugh. It does?
Absolutely.
You get like 911 anxiety or
I
something?
still get nervous if a cop pulls behind me. It's everything that happens to you happens to me too.
That's the thing. Police officers are people
Absolutely.
too. Yeah, there was a time a couple years ago somebody was swerving a little bit coming down Mulberry, and I just remember being like, yes, I'm behind this car, and I'm not sure what's going on. Do you need me to follow him? And the dispatcher was like, no.
No.
And then they're like, what's your name? And I was like, it's Tony Loconsole, Loco. Sometimes it's just
Your
easier
last
to
name's
say-
not Tone?
It isn't. Breaking news. You heard it
Breaking
here first. Thanks. My secret's out. Okay, so I also want to mention. Oh, look, Coffee with a Cop.
Yeah, oh,
from
there
years
I am.
past. Serving coffee.
Yep, serving coffee.
Wow, look at how laid back that is. I'm telling you. What a good opportunity.
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, if you just, like you said, if you have questions or there's stuff going on. I mean, certainly if there's things going on in your neighborhood, you could call the non-emergency
Right.
number.
The last lady, she had speeders, so we got her the speed car out in her neighborhood.
That's
so that was
fantastic. So you're able to do that.
Yeah.
Nice. Look, again, more good pictures. Chad Yoakum's
Yep.
dad's in that picture. Excellent. This is a good opportunity. October 3rd, 8 to 10 a.m. at McDonald's Coffee with a Cop. The success of Cop on a Roof.
Yeah.
I really want to try and steal the Cop on the Roof event so that we could do it here at Hy-Vee.
I want to wear those inflatable pool things.
Those things are wild.
Yeah.
So the Special Olympics of Iowa had a Facebook post. I believe it was from yesterday. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to Ryan. So in just one day, have you seen this total
No.
yet? Okay, this is exciting. So Cop on a Roof is a program that happens at various locations. I hate to give them free advertising since we have better donuts and everything else. But look at this total, $30,730.07.
For one day.
One day.
That's
Fourth
awesome.
annual Cop on a Roof. I may
That's
have to call
awesome.
somebody at Special Olympics Iowa and just be like, listen. We've got a roof. We've got Starbucks. I've got better donuts. Let's move
do
it here.
something.
But that's a great event because
Yeah.
it helps out Special
That's
Olympics.
awesome.
$30,000 in a day, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And again, because there are still some people that are like, well, that just doesn't seem right to stereotype police officers and assume they like donuts. It's about raising
It's
awareness
funny,
and money.
right?
For a good cause.
Yeah, it's funny. I got one of those donut things for the photo booth down at the.
Did you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. So you don't get offended.
I don't,
Okay.
but I do know a certain officer. She refuses to eat donuts on uniform.
Really?
That's like one of her rules.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a pretty good rule to have,
Yeah.
I would say. Like, listen, I would probably be okay with it if I were in law enforcement, just because.
I think when
It's one of
Dunkin'
those
Donuts
things.
opened, we posted a picture to our Facebook page of me, an officer raised back holding donuts.
Like, this is okay.
Yeah,
This is okay. Go ahead. If you need to grab something, go ahead, dude. You're good. You're not on camera. Don't worry. We got the spice rack next to the show, and sometimes people got to grab stuff. Hey, we're in a grocery store. This isn't CNN. I'm cool. Somebody, whatever you need. There was a lady one time that needed these Chesapeake crackers. They're right over my shoulder. One of these days, I'm going to crack them open and fall off the old keto diet. All right. There was a self-defense class
Right.
that was held recently, I believe, and we have some pictures, Whitney, at Muscatine High School. Looks like it was in the wrestling room.
Correct.
Okay, so obviously, there's been some tragic stories in the news recently with Molly Tibbetts and her disappearance. So it makes sense to, be paying attention, be mindful of your surroundings. I hate the fact that we have to be so alert anymore, but it's the world that we live in.
Right.
So this self-defense class looks like it went over really well, and is it going to happen again?
It is. We've actually partnered with the YMCA to do 6 upcoming self-defense classes.
Wow.
They'll be from age ranging from 10-year-olds to 80-year-olds.
Okay.
Each class is going to be specific to a type, so maybe a mother and daughter, maybe a, adult women, maybe a, teen. So they're going to be free to attend.
Okay.
They're only going to have 35 participants per class. So
Okay.
once they open, they're going to fill up fast.
We're looking at some pictures. I feel like I
Yeah.
saw Detective Keys in one
Yep.
of them.
Jeff Connor, the school resource officer.
This is so great. 35 people, so that it'll fill up quickly, certainly.
Correct. And they've had an abundance, amount of people requesting this. So once it does come open, I encourage you to call the YMCA. They'll have the dates that they're going to take place.
Okay.
And you can sign up. And you can see through our Facebook page and the Y will list when the dates are and stuff.
This is one of those things, again, that, you want to be prepared.
Right.
I wish that it wasn't the case, but isn't it nice? So the requests were made.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a department for y'all that are like, if you're watching this and something is a concern to you or you have an idea.
Yeah.
Everybody at the police department is very receptive.
Absolutely.
All it takes is making a phone call or having a conversation, and I really mean that. I mean, again, like that self-defense classes and different events or community outreach, like they just don't happen. Sometimes it takes someone suggesting it.
Yep.
Right?
And if they don't feel like talking to somebody, message our Facebook page.
Sure.
There's about 5 of us that monitor that, and we'd be more than willing to talk to them on there.
And I'm sure that you could also send things via Facebook, like if you think something is going on in your neighborhood.
We get that all
or-
the time.
I imagine you do. Right?
I just had a lady that her car was stolen, and she gave me the plate and where it was at, and we got it back. I mean,
wait, it was stolen, and
it was stolen out of Davenport, and she messaged our page,
my
and
gosh.
yeah.
That's wild, isn't it? So like, being a police officer is a lot different in 2018.
Oh yes.
Even 10 years, really,
Yeah.
if you think
yeah.
about it, right? Because 10 years is 2008, and at that point, Facebook had kind of started to take off. But
But it wasn't.
It wasn't what
no.
well, there weren't 2 billion people on it now. So for as much as we can, sit here and say that social media can be a detriment, it can also be a good tool for people to use to reach out.
Well, especially you see all the time on our Facebook page when we post those pictures, can anybody help identify? We get tons of messages.
Right. A good way to get some leads. Right. That's why it's tough anymore to be a criminal in 2018. I mean, you think about it, like, there'll be a couple times when people will try and steal stuff from this store.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell them, like, the cameras are so good in this
They're
store.
so good.
They can see a zit before it breaks through your face. I've seen the zoom action. Like, I don't even want to scratch my nose. Like, doing that right now, I'm thinking, like, somebody's going to think I'm picking my nose.
Yeah, they're good.
Like, it's so... don't do it.
No.
And realistically, there's a lot of other... I mean, outside of the fact that police vehicles sometimes will have cameras, do Muscatine officers wear the body cams yet or no?
A few of us do.
Okay.
They're just
that's
starting
another
to.
thing. I don't know. I know that there's probably not a lot of criminals watching, but I mean, it doesn't make sense to break the law in 2018.
I know.
Especially when your neighbors can just be like, yep, I think they're making drugs next door. Send. Like...
Yeah.
Not the best idea.
No.
Listen, just September 30th, Battle of the Pal, October 3rd, and then an open house October 7th from 12 to 3. Staying busy with opportunities for people to come. Now, an open house means that folks are going to be able to come to the police station.
Yep, the police and the firehouse will be completely open.
Nice.
So we'll have taser demos and canine demos.
You keep going to the taser demo. Is someone like...
Do you want to volunteer?
I don't think I do. Ryan, look at that.
that would be a good thing for Ryan.
Ryan Broderson raised his hand like you were giving away a free $1 million. It was like this. I'll do it. I've never seen him.
It's not fun.
You've been tased?
I have.
What does it feel like?
Feels like you have needles from the top to the bottom, and they're just constantly stabbing you.
My fear with getting tased is, well, I don't want to get tased, even if it's for a demo, but I feel like I would pee my pants. Does that happen?
No.
Okay, that's
it
good.
has before, but
I don't know why I think I would pee my pants if I got tased.
Well, that's what everybody thinks. You might. I mean, I'm not saying it won't happen.
I just know that when it's a demo, there's usually someone on either side of you.
Holding you up.
They say things like, I believe it's taser, taser, taser.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you feel the prongs going in probably, right?
You do, right.
Right, they're like needles, sort of, or hooks.
They remind me of fish hooks.
Oh, gosh, Ryan, you want to do that for real? I want to see you get tased. That could be good television right there.
That could be like a fundraising thing.
Oh, yeah, listen, I would gladly, and I almost offered when Officer Rink and Patel were at Corporal Patel and Officer Rink.
Yes.
I don't want to get that wrong because I know they're watching. When they were at the library a couple weeks ago, Corporal Patel put on the bite sleeve.
Yep.
And I, for some reason, I think I'd be more okay with that than, oh, geez, look at that. That just is giving me anxiety right there.
What if the dog misses your arm?
Why would the dog miss the arm? I feel like in a controlled setting, the dog's not going to miss the arm.
I've seen them before where they went to get the arm and they got the side.
Oh, no.
Not our dogs, but I've seen other dogs
good.
before,
Let's clarify that it was not Jax or...
No, it wasn't Jax or Nero, no.
Nero. Mm-mm. But I feel like I would be okay with that, putting the sleeve on and then...
We can make it happen.
I'm getting the spirit of the department, right? Okay, so no taser. Well, maybe for Ryan Broderson.
Right.
But the bite arm.
Yes.
Have you done that yet, by the way?
No, that scares me.
There's a whole suit, by the way. That's way more protection than the bite sleeve deal.
That's too scary for me. I'm going to stick to community relations.
Keeping an eye on the kids.
Correct.
All right. The open house is a really good event. We've done that as well. Again, it's about getting the kids to not...
Free.
Right. It's free to attend. A lot of hands-on stuff. If you've never been in the police station or the fire department, it's a really cool experience.
Right.
Well, like I said, we delivered food the other day, and I had been in that part of the police area, but I'd never been upstairs in the fire department.
Yeah.
Like, door open, and there's, like, couches. And
Where they take naps?
Yeah. I was like, I could be a firefighter, I think. And then I remember the whole part about the fire.
Fighting the fire stuff, yeah.
My thoughts, no. Again, that's where I have a lot of respect for what y'all do, because I don't have... I feel like there's a switch that people have, because you are, a normal person with a family, but then you go to work and you go into work mode.
You do. That switch hits when you go to a call that you have to turn it on.
I don't think I could do it. I'm too chicken, But I'm not afraid to get bit by a police dog, apparently.
Correct. I will...
Maybe you guys can deputize me or something. If that's something that happens. Mike, I'm going to get bit by the police dog. I just volunteered. I'm going to put the bite sleeve on. Mike's probably done it before, right?
Probably.
He probably tried to bite the dog.
Probably. Yeah.
What happened there. All right, let's put up the Battle of the Badges graphic one more time. Mike, we also need a second ump. I'll be umping the game. Maybe you could be my number 2. That's right. Thank you for filling that in. I wish you guys could have heard what he said. Second annual Battle of the Badges. It's the Muscatine Police Department versus the Muscatine Fire Department. Free to attend, fun for all ages. Grab some tickets for things like bounce houses, games. The games were really great. It's a good setup. There's the playground at Musser Park, the softball field, the baseball field, and just a lot of room to work with. All we need is the weather to cooperate, and it'll be a great time. Starts at 3 o'clock, softball game at 4. Happy to be playing a small role in it. And don't miss out on that. It'll
Cheering
be a very
for the police,
time.
right?
I am going to cheer for both. Again, I would like it to end in a tie.
Yeah,
and I'll be calling a lot of this. Was that a ball or a strike? It was. A pitch.
Oh, boy.
This is why I don't like picking winners for
Should we put you in the field, or...
I could, if you need me to pinch hit, I could do it. Shannon on Facebook says, "You both are crazy. No way." I think she's talking to me volunteering to get the bite sleeve, and Ryan volunteering to get tased.
Probably.
So, all right. Well, Shannon, listen, it might happen on October 7th.
Hey.
I'll have to check my calendar. Make sure it's okay with my wife. Hey, honey, you okay with me getting tased or bit by a police dog? What do you think she's going to say?
Sure.
Yeah, she's going to say yes. For the sake
kids
of the
would
police.
love it.
Yeah. And how about a shout out to Betsy?
Thank you, Betsy.
Baby duty. She's done a really good job.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't know if people that are young, Betsy's young.
Yeah.
You don't know if she's been around babies.
Right.
I mean, I haven't held a baby in a while, and I'm going to have a baby at my house soon. I don't think I'm ready. You're doing good,
She's
though.
the easy one. Your other two, that's my 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
She tests my patience.
Boy, here we go. Yeah, I know how that is.
But,
With a 6 and 3, almost 4-year-old. It's going to be wild. Thank you for coming back.
Thanks for having me again.
And listen, I would like to put this out there. I know that Officer Pena is not the only Muscatine police officer. We've had Rink and Patel on the show, so just a friendly invitation
yes.
to any of your coworkers, whether it be at the police department or animal control. I'd love to talk to Angela.
Nicole.
I thought it was Angela.
She's an officer now.
Oh, that's right. It is Nicole. I'm sorry.
She gets called that all the time.
Well, Angela, you can come on as well.
Yeah.
And Nicole. Sorry, I knew that.
It's okay.
I saw Nicole not that long ago. All right. Very good. We'll get Officer Pena out of here and encourage you to stop by Battle of the Badges coming up on Sunday, September 3rd. Coffee with a Cop is October 3rd. Open house October 7th. All right. Let's go to the CVI Bank and Trust aisle cam if we could, which is set high above the store on top of a freezer. That is a great angle. That was way up there. Who knew? Betsy, babysitter, you're hired. When can you start? Immediately. She just dabbed while holding your child. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, there you go. You can have Betsy if you need her. She fed that baby a bottle and everything. I'm proud of her. All right, very good. So listen, you know where I stand as far as helping out police officers and firefighters, and the fact that it's been a part of my life for a while. They're there when we need them. They're people as well. I think we often forget that police officers and firefighters are people that have families, and all they want to do is go to their job and then go home to their family. go to their job, go home to the family. That's it. And it's fitting to talk to Officer Pena the week of September 11th, and it was great to be at the police station and the fire department. Ryan, as a matter of fact, Ryan Broderson, putting you on the spot here, and we'll send Betsy to the car camp. Go to the Hy-Vee Facebook page, find the video from when we delivered food to the fire department, and we'll send Betsy Ross to the Toyota Muscatine car camp because she's going to go on an adventure. Yesterday, we were on a quest for Hershey's chocolate syrup. Today is National Peanuts Day, ladies and gentlemen. National Peanuts Day. Hey, Ryan, look, there's another police officer here. I think you can get that tasing demo live on the show. Let's do it. Taser, come on. No, all right. I tried my hardest. Sometimes I think we need a camera facing off camera so y'all can see what I'm talking about, but we don't want to put anybody on the spot. All right, so it was on September 11th, so you'll see that post. You got to scroll down a little bit. So Betsy is operating the Toyota Muscatine car cam. There's Ian. I should give Ian a shout-out. He helped out yesterday as well with the Musco Catering, did a great job, and happy to have Ian as a coworker. So today is National Peanut Day. Betsy is navigating the aisle where you can find a whole bunch of peanuts. Anybody have a preference for a certain style of peanuts on the show? You like the salted pistachios, and those are good for you. And they can be a little bit of work to get them open. We have a vote for pistachios. I'm not like a sweet peanut guy. I would like dry roasted. I should look and see what the carbs are like. There you go, salted party peanuts. That's a whole thing right there. I think she's going to bring that back to the set too. So celebrate National Peanut Day. And it's also apparently National Kids Take Over the Kitchen Day. I don't know how much you trust your kids in the kitchen. Do you trust them enough to take it over? Possibly, if they're going to cook something for you, right? Could be a good idea. My kids are 6 and 3.5, so they're not doing a lot in the old kitchen. All right, so we got that fire video. All right, so we'll take a look at this video from September 11th. This is Chapel of Praise delivering some food.
And as you well know, we've been doing this for a number of years. This is my 6th trip because I've only been here just a little over 5 years. But we want to say that, and you know this is tied into 911, and I want to thank the previous pastor for getting us started and showing appreciation to all of you. We appreciate what you're doing. We know you have a life of sacrifice, and at any moment, you know, you may have to sacrifice the ultimate, and we know what happened on 911, and so as a token of our appreciation, we just want to say thank you. And also, Tony Tone is here from Hy-Vee, who donated the chicken, and Pizza Ranch donated the dessert pizza. And so we want you to enjoy, be blessed, and if you have any problems getting rid of that cherry cheesecake, give me a call back.
Yes, and?
So I'm going to ask Brother Gary, if you would, ask the Lord's blessing.
So again, that was a video from September 11th with the Chapel of Praise Church, who for the last 10 or 11 years have been providing a free lunch to firefighters, police officers, and next year they're hoping to provide a lunch for the Muscatine County Sheriff's Office. So that's great. And that's, a smaller congregation of people that are getting together, and they called and said that Hy-Vee had provided some chicken in the past, and I was happy to provide that. We threw in a couple more pieces just because, again, it's the right thing to do, and I wanted to be there for that. Betsy delivered the salted party peanuts, y'all, and I'm happy to report that not a lot of carbs. So 4 carbs per serving, and a serving size is 1/4 of a cup. So who's got my 4th measuring cup? Num num. And then, of course, the ultimate version of peanuts would be, are you a crunchy peanut butter fan? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not only can she take care of babies, she can find crunchy peanut butter. It's good stuff. And I mentioned that in the health market, we do have that machine that makes peanut butter. I want to try that. Like, it's just a machine, and there's peanuts in it, and you press the button, and then it becomes peanut butter. Right. Betsy, why are you looking at me like you didn't? You know that we have that. You work here. Enough about Betsy. Tara on Facebook says maybe a mac and cheese and hot dog night if kids are cooking. Yes, that's a staple. That's a kids menu staple. Mac and cheese and hot dogs. Wow. Yeah. I miss mac and cheese. I did have a hot dog not that long ago. And yesterday, I had 3 chicken wings that my coworker Steve Graham shared with me. Hadn't had a chicken wing in a while. It was not breaded, by the way. Still trying to hit that 80-pound mark. I want to say happy birthday to a friend of mine who I've known for a couple of years now, Corey Leonard. Now, you might be thinking, are you doing birthday shout-outs on the show? And the answer is yes. So Corey Leonard is a friend of mine, and he is a world-class Special Olympic athlete. He has literally traveled the globe representing Special Olympics. This is how old this picture is. That's Jason Miller, the director of Special Olympics. Look at Jason Miller without his beard. That is an old picture. That might be 4 or 5 years old at this point. I think it's about 4.5 years old, if memory serves me, which it doesn't because I'm getting old. But happy birthday to our friend Corey Leonard, who is celebrating today. Corey's a good guy, and I hope that he sees this shout out. If not, I already wished him happy birthday on Facebook, and I'll have to shoot him a phone call because he is a good guy. We talked to Sean Schrader yesterday, who is the plant manager at Bayer, formerly Monsanto, and Sean mentioned something that I meant to pull up while he was here yesterday. So there was this big get-together at the Merrill Hotel and Conference Center in downtown Muscatine, and several community leaders were hanging out talking about some economic plans for the future of Muscatine, and there was a good article with some great pictures from the Muscatine Journal. It says right there, Forum tackles attracting workforce to Muscatine. So what we know about Muscatine is there's a lot of great companies that work here and then employ a lot of people. So continuing that trend. So you can see in that picture, Iowa Business Council Executive Director Georgia Van Gundy kind of led things. Greg Jenkins is there, Rich Dwyer. I see Dr. Jerry Reeby, and of course, Gary Carlson. So the room looked to be full. Sean Schrader said that nearly 70 people were there, and there's a great photo. So those are folks that care about this community and want to see it continue to go in a positive and forward direction. Good to see Stan Askren in that picture as well. So, I just wanted to mention that because Sean brought it up yesterday. And we do know that there's, like I said, and I've said before, there's people that drive to Muscatine for work and then head out of town. They live elsewhere. I don't know how you afford the gas. That's just me. We'd love to have you here. So maybe you consider doing that. Our friends. So we talked to Officer Whitney Pena with the Muscatine Police Department this morning. Our friends with the West Liberty Police Department. I didn't know that this was yesterday. So we're a day late on this. I apologize, but I saw this posted this morning, September 12th, National Police Woman Day, and I saw Officer Kim Halpin, who's pictured right there waving. I saw her here at Hy-Vee, I believe it was on Tuesday, and I meant to say hi to her, but she was just about to check out, and I didn't want to interrupt her. But yeah, so September 12th, yesterday, National Police Woman Day, so we wish all of the police officers in the area on the various departments and sheriff's offices that are working hard to keep us safe, like Officer Pena and our friends in West Liberty. So I think that's great. Okay, let's get down to a couple things to take care of, and then we'll wrap things up. So the touchdown savings for you, these are going to kick off tomorrow. If you are going tailgating in Iowa City or wherever you're supporting your favorite collegiate or NFL football team, we've got some opportunities for you to save money right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And how about a ridiculous price on short sleeve Iowa Hawkeye or Iowa State Cyclone t-shirts? $5 starting tomorrow. That is not a typo, y'all. So today, Thursday, a short sleeve Iowa shirt is $7.99. Tomorrow, $5, everybody. So you better believe that this cheapskate is going to take advantage of that deal. The clear stadium bags are $7.99 when you purchase a shirt. Regular price, $8.99. Long sleeve t-shirts, $7.50. Burgers are on there. Fiesta trays, those are wonderful. How about crab cheese balls, bakery fresh donuts, red seedless grapes? Oktoberfest beers have arrived. So from Sam Adams to different varieties, Wine and Spirits has you covered. Nobody has a larger selection when it comes to craft beer, including all the brews that are, crafted locally from the Quad Cities. It would be great if Contrary Brewing ever got to the point where they were going to, bottle or can some of their stuff. We would totally carry it here. But in the meanwhile, a lot of craft beer selections at Wine and Spirits. So stop by and see Kayleen and the crew. Monday, this coming Monday, if you watched every single episode of The Office or Parks and Recreation, you need to join us for Trivia Night. Starts at 6 o'clock, free to play for fans of The Office or Parks and Rec. Treat yourself and come on out and have a good time. That is what she said. It'll be fun. Reservations strongly suggested at 563-264-2420. Ask for the Market Grill Express. Winning team will get a $35 Hy-Vee gift card. We'll set up our second place team and third place team with a gift card hosted by yours truly, The Office. I have not seen a single episode of The Office. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have seen every episode of Parks and Recreation, and I have seen a lot of the British Office show with Ricky Gervais. And I'm not anti-Office, I just haven't seen it. But if you watched all the shows, then you need to come to Trivia on Monday. And if you don't make it to Trivia on Monday of next week, on Tuesday, Bingo is back, B-I-N-G-O. Starts at 6 o'clock. Again, it's free to play. Each bingo game you win will hand you a $5 Hy-Vee gift card. Last time we did this, I think we played 12 or 14 games of bingo. It was a lot in an hour and a half. Very good time. And please, if you do come to play bingo, again, free to play, bring your own dauber or pen or marker. I have disposable bingo cards. Ordered a whole bunch of them, and we would encourage you to come out and play bingo with us. There's not a lot of places to play bingo in Muscatine, so join us Tuesday. So Trivia Monday, Bingo Tuesday. Sound good? All right, I'm looking at my notes. Keto Cooking Class 3, still have some tickets on sale. Yesterday, we kicked them off, and I don't know exactly how many are left, but I wouldn't be talking about it if we didn't have a few seats available. Tickets are $10 each for Keto Cooking Class 3 with Chef Tess and Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Ziggerman. If you've been curious about the keto diet lifestyle that's sweeping the nation and has helped yours truly lose nearly 80 pounds, encourage you to get your tickets. And the class will be coming up on Wednesday, September 26th at 5:30 p.m. in the club room here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All new recipes, like it said on the flyer, and some delicious samples for you. Speaking of Chef Tess, I mentioned that Chef Tess absolutely rocked this catering yesterday at Musco and is going to rock dinner tonight, Ryan Broderson. If you scroll up a little bit, Ryan Broderson's living in the future, everybody. He got here in a DeLorean. Today is Thursday, September 13th, and dinner is chicken parmesan. Dinner starts at 4 o'clock. Chef Tess will take care of you. Chicken parm, along with some bakery fresh focaccia bread. $12, 4 till 7, right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Come in and see Chef Tess. Or next week, Thursday the 20th, Salisbury steak, homemade gravy, whipped potatoes, green bean casserole, and a dinner roll. I can't tell you how much I want to try some Chef Tess green bean casserole. I bet it is amazing. That is for sure. 2 things left before we wrap up. Plant-based cooking, I'll mention that. Coming up on the 25th of September. Starts at noon. That is over the lunch hour, 12 till 1, $5. Learn about fall harvest. If you've been trying to fit in some vegetables into your diet, you can do it with the help of Kara Ziggerman and retired dietitian Nancy Dew and Angela Woodhouse with New Paradigm Health Cookery. I'm a huge fan of the plant-based cooking class. I've been to several of them. I personally have learned a lot, and I encourage you to stop by and just show up on Tuesday the 25th, noon till 1. Take your lunch hour break and come see us right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Lastly, this Saturday is, and I say lastly, but I got a couple more things I'm gonna say. I don't know. Listen, I ain't been doing this TV thing for that long. Sometimes I say lastly, but then I talk more, and I apologize. It's just, it's a thing. I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm not Larry King, okay? I'm not Larry King. Kids cooking class this Saturday. This also is ticketed, but well worth it. Speedy Snacks. Go back up, Ryan. I don't even know what the title is. Thank you. Speedy Snacks and Sack Lunches. Say that 3 times fast. I can't. This is coming up this Saturday with Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Zigament, 10 to 11 in the club room. $5. Limit of 15 kids. Get signed up at customer service or call the store at 563-264-2420. I promise you it'll be very informative and a good time, and we hope that you'll come out to these events. That's why we continue to have stuff like this in the store, because we know that that you're hopefully interested in this kind of stuff. All right, high school football. Here we go. Friday the 14th, that is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Some matchups in the area. Columbus takes on North Cedar. Both teams looking for their first win on the season. West Liberty travels to Washington. Good luck to the Comets. Shout out to the Demons. I think I know some people that go to Washington. Durant travels to Wapello. Durant looking for their second win. Wapello looks to improve to 3-1. Tipton Tigers and the West Branch Bears undefeated at 3-0. Taking on each other. That'll be a good one. Tipton at West Branch this Friday. Check that out. Mediapolis also 3-0. Going to our friends at L&M. Falcons look for their third win on the season. We wish them well and thank Activities Athletic Director Tom Wilson, who took the time to be on the show. One of our most popular episodes, by the way. Most viewed episode of Hy-Vee Today. Tom Wilson. He's a star, ladies and gentlemen. The Benton Bobcats are 3-0. They travel to Wilton to take on the Wilton Beavers. Good luck to our friends in Wilton. Also 3-0 on the season and looking to improve to 4-0. We got one more. Here you go. Coverage and an early kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. They have moved up the sophomore game. Johnston Dragons coming to Muscatine to take on the undefeated, the Muskies, 3-0, led by head coach Jake the Snake Mueller. This is an exciting team to watch with a high-paced running game. We'll have highlights courtesy of the Muskie Express. You can watch previous Muskie football highlights on Facebook or Twitter. Just search Muskie Express, M-U-S-K-I-E Express. Check that out. 6:45 kickoff. That game might be over before 10 p.m. Wow. If it were me, I would start most high school football games between 6:30 and 7. That's just me. So the sophomore game is at 4:30, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's correct. Muskie football back home. And then next week is homecoming, right? Homecoming next week for MHS. Homecoming this weekend for L&M. And that's very exciting. I like talking about high school football, and we wish all the teams well and hope that the teams in the area walk away with a victory tomorrow. Thank you for watching Hy-Vee Today. Special thanks to Officer Whitney Pena with the Muscatine Police Department for taking the time to be here. Want to remind you that Battle of the Badges, it's softball. Muscatine Police Department versus the Muscatine Fire Department. Sunday, September 30th at Musser Park. Starts at 4 o'clock. The game does. Family fun starts at 3. I will be umpiring the game. No pressure. Little pressure. Well, I can't even pick a favorite. They're all winners, ladies and gentlemen. And also remember that Coffee with a Cop happens on October 3rd, and there is an open house October 17th. Is it the 17th or the 7th? I wrote down the 17th. I may have said the 7th earlier. Let me look at a calendar quickly, because this will be able to... We'll get the date for sure. I may have had the wrong date on the open house. I'll find that out. And we'll talk more about that, because that's a great opportunity to get to the police station. If I had to guess, I feel like it's going to be Saturday, October 13th, because I think this event typically happens on a Saturday. But we'll get that all squared away. Sometimes I take wrong notes. I'm not perfect, okay? And shout out to our very own Betsy, who helped with Officer Pena's baby. If you need a babysitter, call Betsy at 867-5309. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll talk to a good friend of mine, Judy Yates, who runs the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. They've got a couple things coming up, including the River City Throwdown, which is Saturday, September 29th. 12 hours of music, all supports the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. And if you have social media, I encourage you to go to the MCSA page, Muscatine Center for Social Action. They have some items that the Domestic Violence Shelter could use right now. So if you want to help out and make a difference for our friends at the Muscatine Domestic Violence Shelter, bring any donation to MCSA. Just mark that it's for the shelter. The shelter is in a protected location. But if you bring a donation to MCSA, they will get it to the shelter. All right? Thank you for watching. Catch replays of this show weeknights on Muscatine Power and Water, digital cable channel 5 at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. and then various times throughout the course of the weekend, thanks to our friends at Remax. And please email me should you need anything, hyveetoday@gmail.com. Really great week of guests on this show. Good to be back after 2 days off, and a wonderful week of weather. Wow, don't we deserve it? Absolutely fantastic, y'all. Have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your evening, and we'll do this show on Friday. Goodbye, y'all.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.